guys, welcome. My name is Mike Stanzik, and here's another video from Water Polo Student, where we are all students of the game. I would like to share with you the Water Polo Stats Tracker, which is coming out soon, and you can get a little bit of a view of how it works today, and if it's already out, you can see how it works and use it for your own, stats tracking for your team. So here we'll open it up. So it opens up to the game statistics page, and on the game statistics, what we'll see here is that we have on the top side here we have us versus them. This is the score, and then we also have on the right side we have all of our stats, and we have plus and minus buttons where we can add and remove values from that. And then on the left side we have our roster. The next page here, and we get there by swiping, which is, part of the goal of this app is to make everything intuitive and everything easy. And so we're swiping here, so we swipe to the right, and so now we have our game summary. This is the team statistics, and it shows all of these statistics with their team values on the right. The third page here is data actions. In this page, we get to either take away all the values in our in our app. So this is basically setting up for a new game, but using the same team and the same settings. Or you can reset the app completely and enter in all new settings. This is the really good one here is the export in CSV, comma separated value spreadsheet. So essentially you take your data and put it directly into a spreadsheet, which is really nice. We have the roster page, and one of the things that makes this roster page nice and easy to use is that you can just click and enter in your names right like that, and also you can turn on and turn off if you want that cap number to be displayed in the real-time data tracking page. Similarly, we have our statistics page in which you can choose which statistics you want to be displayed in the real-time tracker, and then the about page in which you can find more information about the app on the website, waterpolostudent.com, or you can go to the YouTube channel at Water Polo Student, which is where this video is playing right now. So let's go back to the first page and just kind of look at some of the details here. So again, with the intent of being simple, you can change the names of your teams just by clicking on them and then entering it in. So let's go Titans. And for them, let's go with Hawks. All right, so we have those there. Awesome. And so now if I didn't want to enter in any names for my cap numbers or change which of these stats was displayed, I could just start working right now. So one of the things that I have to do is I have to select which cap number the stats are being applied to. So if I select number 1, which here would be a goalie probably, they might have some goals against. And you see once I adjust goals against, the score also for the other team is changed. And then here at the bottom we have saves. So maybe we have like 6 saves right there, and then maybe a couple steals and maybe an assist, something like that, right? And then I can go to player 2, so cap number 2. And you can see that those values aren't shown because these are player-specific values. And so then this player might have scored a couple of goals and maybe has, a couple of steals and a turnover or two, and maybe more shots than they have goals. That would make sense, right? Also notice that the goals and the shots aren't tied together. So every time you take a shot, you would record that separately from whether it would be a goal or not. So you would have to do that on your own. So now if I swipe to the right, we have our game summary. Now this will incorporate both of those players. So we have 4 goals, 2 against. We did 6 shots, 1 assist, 6 steals, 2 turnovers, and then 6 saves. And so we see all of those shown in the summary. This is team stats, essentially. So if I wanted to reset that data, I could just go ahead and reset the game data. It says, do you want to erase it? Yes, I do. And now when I go back, none of that is actually displayed anymore. And it actually also reset the team names. So now I can start a whole new game. Let's go to our roster. So let's enter in some names here for our roster. So this time I want maybe Tommy in the goal. And we'll take Sarah in cap 2. Cap 3, let's make it George. And cap 4, we'll do Dawn. And then cap 5, let's do Hank. All right. So what I'd like to show you here now is that we can select whether these players will be displayed or not. So if I go back and just go to the first page, you can see all these are still displayed, all the cap numbers. But I'm like, you know what? I just want the ones that are named. And so I can go here and say, we don't need 1A, and we don't need any of these other caps here. So I can just go down. So I've limited the number of caps to 20. So there are 19 field players and two goalies and 18 field players for 20. And so we have those. I've limited your ability to actually add any extra caps. So you're going to have to work within that range, at least in this version. All right, so I've selected which players I want to actually display. And so when I go back to the game statistics, those are the only ones there. Now, I'll repeat that I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. So having that clearing the clutter, you can just use the players that are in at the moment. You can actually, do substitutions in that way, or you can put your bench on there too, and you won't have to deal with any cap numbers that you are not actually using at the time. Okay, and they don't have to be in consecutive order, although I kind of put them that way. So I can take George out and then just put some random cap like 8 in there. And then when you see it here, that's displayed. George is gone at 3 and 8 is now in. Similarly, on the choose statistics pages, these are static, so you don't get to add in your own statistics. I put what I thought was valuable, and maybe in a later version we'll have some more customization, but I don't want you to get lost in the customization. I want you to actually use it like right out the box. And so these are available for you. These are common ones, and you can use it as you see fit, okay? So we have goals and goals against are mandatory because that's how we track actually our scores for our teams. But then everything else you can turn on or turn off. We have power play goals if you want to track your percentage for power play. We have shots, assists, steals, turnovers, field blocks, exclusions drawn, penalties drawn, sprints won, sprints lost, and saves. So that's a good smattering of stats that you can track. So for instance, maybe I want a short list. I say, you know what, I don't care about power play goals today. I want shots, assists, steals, turnovers, no field blocks. I'll track the exclusions, but not if they were drawn, and no penalties drawn, and no sprints, but I'll track saves. So now if I go back to my real-time page right here, the game statistics, you'll note that we have a shorter list. This is uncluttered. And now, so for Tommy as the goalie, he's got some goals against and he's got some saves. And I don't have to, swipe or anything. Maybe there's a steal and or assist like that. For Sarah, she scored some goals. She took 6 or 7 shots and a couple of steals, a couple of turnovers. Dawn really wasn't doing a great job, just turned the ball over a bunch of times. And Hank here also had a couple of goals and assists on maybe 5 shots, a little bit lower percentage. And then when I swipe, we still have all of the statistics here, and they're recorded, and this is going on continuously. This is live. And so if I want to say, you know what, hey, let's put George back in, and also I want to see how George does with field blocks. And so now I come over here, and field blocks is now available. I take George. George does get a few field blocks like so, and again, we could take him away, we can give him back, can't go below 0. So there he is with those 2 field blocks, and then when I go into the game summary, the field blocks are shown. So this is really intuitive, really simple, and that's the intent of this, is that I don't want you to get bogged down in trying to take the stats. I want you to be able to work through this fluidly and quickly, and so you swipe, you select with the toggles, you go and do what you need to do, okay? So next thing I'd like to show you is to export this data. So now we want to export the data to see how the game went. So we're going to export to CSV, and it's going to give us some options here. I'm going to choose save to files, but you could save it to Drive or do an AirDrop or whatever you see fit to do. And so we're going to do team statistics, and we'll do WPS for Water Polo Student, and then we'll go ahead and save that. And now I'm going to go into my files, and so we'll search here, files, and the recent ones come up. Oops, this is actually a recent one here, so I want this one, CSWPS, and I'll open that up, and I'm just going to flip this here so we can see this a little bit better. Okay, let's go like this. Okay, perfect. And so now, although you're seeing this on kind of the side, you can see that we have the caps and then the player names, and then we have all our statistics going across as column headers. And if I go ahead and scroll down, we can see that the team is there as well. So all that data is right into a spreadsheet, which I think is easy to view and literally formatted so that you could just take this and post it. So you can store it, you can put it into Drive, you can just take it and go, you can do your own analysis on it, whatever you want. But again, easy, easy, easy. You could share it right now if you wanted to. So that's the goal here. All right, well, thanks for listening. I hope you find this valuable, and you can obtain this off of the App Store, and it's only on iOS right now. I don't have a Android version, but hopefully soon I'll get one of those out for you guys too. And this is version 1. If you have any feedback, go ahead and email me at michael@waterpolostudent.com. Or contact me off of the website waterpolostudent.com, or off of the YouTube channel at Water Polo Student. Hi, I'm Mike Stanzik for Water Polo Student, and I hope you're having a nice day today. Thanks for watching our video, and I hope you guys find some value in the Water Polo Stats Tracker, which will be available soon on iOS App Store. Okay, thanks. Have a great day.